Good morning, guys. So, for those of you who are ready to hear a word, buckle up, grab your coffee or your water. If that's not what you're feeling today, get ready with either your thumb or your index finger to tap tap through. But I just have something on my heart to share. So, yesterday was a really challenging day. It was the worst day that I've had work wise in a very long time. And what made it really bad was that I couldn't wrap my arms around what needed to get done. So I don't know about how you guys have been functioning, especially those of you who are working from home, or even those of you who aren't able to work from home and are considered essential workers and are getting work done for the rest of us, basically to be able to work from home, taking care of the sick, whether that's making sure the lights are literally on, that society keeps running, that the trains keep going, that, the garbage gets picked up. I saw somebody's feed on IG yesterday, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but I saw that they posted from someone else saying that this isn't normal. Like, we know that this is not normal. But in this person's post that I read yesterday, they were talking about how a lot of companies are trying to act like work life is normal from home, and people are getting messages from supervisors saying things like, you should be available within a moment's notice if you get a Google Hangout invite or a virtual meeting invite. You should be responding to emails quickly, as if we're not at home. A lot of you are home and you have your children, you have your spouses, you may have people that you take care of, be it your parents, your siblings, whomever. You may be a caregiver. You have pets running around. You have all types of things going on in your actual life. Some people may have medical conditions that may be flaring up. Some people may actually be experiencing symptoms of COVID and are getting work done at home. This is a little bit sick. Yesterday was my breaking point of trying to be in control, right? And so it's funny because I'm reading this book called The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. And yesterday I read chapter 10. And in chapter 10, it talks about the importance of surrender. Surrender is something that a lot of us are not comfortable with. And I remember Danny G actually said one time, she was talking about relationships between men and women. And I'm not going to get this right, verbatim, whatever, it is what it is. But basically, she was talking about the importance of people being comfortable with surrendering to their partner, and how the word surrender has been taken out of context and people view it as a negative thing. And I'll be honest, at the time I struggled with that internally. So yesterday I wanted to be able to control everything. And in the beginning of the day, I was doing okay with trying to control things for myself and my staff to make sure we were doing what we needed to do for the people that we serve. By the middle of the day, chaos started. And when I tell you the directives we were getting from our funder, we were being told literally like 10 different things by 5 different people. And so every time we get a directive, that affects what we tell our staff to do. Well, on Saturday, we got emails from our funder that threw us off kilter, but okay, we came up with another plan. Then Sunday, we got another email giving us a little more information, so we had to shift again. Not a problem, because again, this was basically before the work had to start. But Monday, the work starts. And in the middle of the day, we find out that the funder, or who the funder is dealing with, has shifted things. Okay, so we shifted again. Now, up until this point, cool, right? Because we know we're in a pandemic. This is crazy, new territory for everybody. Yesterday, when I tell you, the information kept coming in. And so now to me, I look crazy. Like, my staff has to be looking at me crazy. Even though I know they know I'm not making these rules, I'm just basically responding to what we're being told to do by the funder. But when I tell you, my message must have changed 5 different times yesterday, and then at the end of the day, things just got thrown off kilter. I literally, at 5 o'clock, maybe 5:10, shut my work phone off, which is currently linked to my computer. I put my closed message on so no calls could come in. Literally, my boss had to call me about something because something else came up at 5:15 that we had to take care of. He had to email me because he couldn't get through to me. We had to take care of that until about 6:30, almost 7 o'clock. I shut my work email down. I threw up my hands, and that's something that I rarely do. Since this pandemic has hit, and since I've been working from home, which is a week, and now today is a week and a day, I have, and this is my own doing, pushed myself to get rid of all emails in a day. And sometimes one day I was up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Granted, I had taken my time, but that's insanity. And so thinking about that and what I read yesterday about people trying to act like this need for so many of us to work from home when we normally would not be working from home, which so many people are trying to make this normal. There is nothing normal about that. I realized yesterday, and I let go yesterday, I realized that I have to let go of control because I have no control. And taking this back to the book that I'm reading, The Purpose-Driven Life, yesterday was talking about surrendering to God. I have to admit that when I actually let go and just threw my hands up, I felt so much relief. So I came on because I had this on my heart to truly share. And I felt like there was a possibility that there was somebody who might need to hear that even though intellectually we know this is not normal times, this is truly not normal times, and we should not be acting like this is normal times. We shouldn't be afraid, or we shouldn't be panicked. Definitely not, because God has got it no matter what.